From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. Are waking up to some very sunny skies across the area. We're seeing temperatures into the 60s, 69 degrees in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 68 degrees in Jackson and Hillsdale. Plenty of sunshine going around. We do have a little bit of some clouds, but those will gradually start to fizzle out as the rest of the morning progresses. As we head throughout the rest of the day, we'll see mostly sunny skies with temperatures back into the 80s, and we'll continue to see some very sunny skies in the forecast throughout the day today and even into tomorrow. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan, and thanks for waking up with us today. It's Saturday, June 28th. I'm Dalen Huff, and we're here for you now with this morning's top stories. On the heels of his Supreme Court victory, the nationwide injunctions related to birthright citizenship, President Trump is now looking ahead to his spending bill. As CBS News' Kristen Benavides reports, today the Senate will meet in a rare Saturday session to discuss how to move the bill forward.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent met with Senate Republicans to try to quell concerns that President Trump's spending bill adds too much to the deficit.
Having the bill on the president's desk by July 4th will give us great tax certainty and I believe accelerate the economy in the third and fourth quarters of this year.
That may not be enough to convince fiscal conservatives, such as Kentucky's Republican Senator Rand Paul.
This bill has about $400 to $500 billion worth of new spending. And why would you put forward a bill that has $500 billion worth of new spending if your goal was to fix the deficit?
Every Republican senator is committed. And, you could have a couple of grandstanders.
The president's push to have the bill passed by Independence Day comes after he posted on social media that his administration will end trade talks with Canada over that country's plan to implement new digital service taxes. Trump wrote, "Based on this egregious tax, we are hereby terminating all discussions on trade with Canada, effective immediately." Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney.
We'll continue to conduct these complex negotiations in the best interests of Canadians.
Meanwhile, a conservative majority of the Supreme Court sided with President Trump on federal judges lacking the authority to grant nationwide injunctions, such as one on birthright citizenship. But the court left the issue of citizenship for children born in the U.S. to non-citizen parents up in the air. CBS News correspondent Erica Brown reports from the White House.
Well, this was a big one, wasn't it?
President Trump welcomed Friday's Supreme Court ruling that limits federal judges from issuing nationwide injunctions blocking his orders.
Thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore.
In the 6-3 decision, Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote the majority opinion, saying, quote, universal injunctions likely exceeded the equitable authority that Congress has given to federal courts.
I think it makes some sense given where she is on the court, and I think she was able, obviously, to command more than a simple majority, but a 6-3 majority.
Writing the dissenting opinion, Justice Sonia Sotomayor said, quote, no right is safe in the new legal regime the court creates. President Trump says the ruling will allow his administration to move forward with his birthright citizenship order and other policies, and federal judges have issued more than 40 nationwide injunctions that temporarily pause the president's orders. Officials in California, one of 22 states that filed suit against the president's executive order on birthright citizenship, predict an eventual legal victory.
Nothing about today's decision suggests that we will not ultimately prevail on the merits. The court's decision today says nothing either way about the merits of birthright citizenship.
The Supreme Court ruling did not address the constitutionality of the birthright citizenship order. The Attorney General says that could end up back before the High Court later this year. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Also, in the Supreme Court yesterday, justices ruled that parents in Maryland can pull their children from public school lessons using LGBTQ storybooks if they object on religious grounds. In a 6-3 decision, the justices reversed a lower court ruling in favor of the Montgomery County school system outside of Washington, D.C. The district added that these storybooks added to curriculums in an effort to promote diversity. They feature gay, lesbian, and transgender characters and themes. CBS legal analyst Jessica Livingston wasn't surprised by the decision based on previous rulings from the conservative-leaning High Court.
I think this is part of a larger theme of this court being very protective of the rights of religious objectors. The fascinating part of this will be looking to see exactly how the court creates the standard for determining when parents are entitled to notice and an opt-out.
Parents initially were allowed to opt out their kids of learning these lessons, but the school board changed course a year later. An attorney from the district argued that opt-outs have become disruptive. A Muslim family first brought on the lawsuit, with a Roman Catholic and Ukrainian Orthodox families later joining them. The latest polling from Emerson College shows how people are currently feeling about President Trump, how the Republicans are running things, and about future elections. 52% say things in the U.S. are on the wrong track, while 48% thinks things are headed in the right direction. On a generic 2026 congressional ballot, 43% say they plan to support the Democratic candidate, while 40% say they will support the Republican. In a race for president, 16% of Democrats support former Secretary of Transportation and Michigan resident Pete Buttigieg. 13% support Kamala Harris, and 12% support California Governor Gavin Newsom. On the Republican side, Vice President J.D. Vance leads with 46%, while 12% support Marco Rubio and 9% supporting Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And for more details on these poll numbers, just head to our website at WLNS.com. A 60-year-old Ingham County man has been arrested for his 9th driving while intoxicated. It happened on Thursday evening on the 4400 block of Hort Road. Witnesses reported that the vehicle drove onto the sidewalk and onto oncoming traffic. Deputies say they tried to stop the car near Edgar and Howell, but the driver took off. Then they found the vehicle a second time on the 200 block of North Aurelius Road. 6 News learned that the investigation will be turned over to the prosecutor's office for review, with possible additional felony charges for fleeing and eluding and resisting arrest. Here in Lansing, former musician and outdoor enthusiast Ted Nugent brought a gun into the Capitol on Wednesday, which has been a weapons-free zone since 2023. Officials say he was screened at the north entrance of the Capitol, and the weapons detection system alerted workers of a possible weapon. However, the troopers staffing the entry point did not see the alert until after Nugent left the screening area. After he finished his testimony, MSP personnel contacted Mr. Nugent, and he notified them of the weapons policy, and he complied. State police say they are still trying to figure out how the weapons detection alert was missed and will be following up to ensure this does not happen again.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're going to continue to see the sunshine across the area today. Plenty of sunshine in the forecast for today and even into tomorrow. So get out and enjoy the sunshine. We see a little bit of some clouds on our Skycam, our Skyview network cameras, but we're going to see some improvement for the day today as well. Quiet conditions down into Jackson, and there's quiet conditions down into the Capitol as well. Temperatures, though, are into the 60s and even into the 70s area wide. We're looking at 70 degrees into Howell. We're looking at 72 in Ann Arbor, 74 in Adrian, 70 in Hillsdale, 68 in Charlotte, and 69 here in Lansing. Satellite radar showing some decrease in clouds across the area, maybe just a few fair weather clouds here or there, but that's as we continue to see this area of high pressure slowly move in and our cold front move out of the area. As we head into the day today, we'll see plenty of sunshine and some warm weather as well. Today, temperatures back into the 80s. We're looking at 83 degrees, average 82 degrees. So as we head into the afternoon and evening, we'll see those beautiful sunny skies. But if you do have any outdoor plans, you're going to want the sunscreen, the sunglasses, and maybe a sun hat as we continue to see our UV index right around a 9, which means you can get burned in as little as 15 minutes. Now our humidity will be a little bit less for the day today, but as we head into the day tomorrow and into Monday, it will be back up into the 60 to 70 degree range, which means we're going to feel a lot warmer than we have been across the past, or very similar to what we've seen over the past couple of days. But for today, it looks like it's going to be a very nice day in the forecast.
Awesome, and I'm ready for less humidity.
Yes,
perfect.
me too.
Well, thanks, Kelsey, on that.